Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Beatrice and short Betty for short somehow. Don't ask me why. From Betty and King, if you guys are OG from our couple channel. I just decided to create my own channel just to see if some of the content that I will be making by myself wouldn't necessarily, like, since it wouldn't necessarily fit in the Betty and King channel, I just thought I should create a channel and see how this one will go. But yeah, so for today's video, we're reviewing Love is Blind Season 9, the marriage episodes, or weddings episodes. So first of all, I don't know about you guys, but personally, I don't think I could get to the point where I'm doing this experiment and actually getting to the wedding day and saying no. Or the opposite, going to this point with someone that I'm not sure will say yes. Calling my family members, my friends, because how would that look like when it's my actual wedding day? Like, wouldn't that be like PTSD from the previous fake weddings you had, or fake wedding you had? I digress. I might speak in French a little bit here and there because I'm bilingual. At least I try to be. And yeah, so let's start. It literally starts with their bachelorette and bachelor parties, which are not even that exciting, honestly, in my opinion. It was a bunch of people doing what? I don't know, skiing maybe, but we didn't see any skiing, so they were just inside the house. But I mean, it's a good change from the usual party ones that we see sometimes that are also just as boring. But yeah, so we can see some friends from the different couples, which right now we have Ali and Anton, we have Edmund and KB, Calibria, and Megan and Jordan. And so first of all, Ali's friends, the ones she had at the bachelorette, were just people that were about to get divorced. So they didn't really give much of a perspective, although friends and family members are the ones that tell us the tea, guys. If you really want to know what like an outcome could possibly be, friends and family, the way they talk, you would know. But you could see they knew their friend was on the verge of saying no. She's talking about his job. Oh no, that he's a truck driver. She would never be with him if he had to be a truck driver for life. So first of all, you're basically settling for potential, and that is not okay. You cannot settle for potential. You have to love that person the way they are. You have to be able to accept them the way they are. Obviously, you want and you hope for them to get better and better and have bigger ambitions, but you cannot hope that the ambition that they have is the one that you're marrying them for. No. You gotta accept them the way they are, and obviously help them through whatever ambition they might have to get better. But guys, that was already for me a no-no. And it's a bit of the fact that they also got engaged quickly in the pods usually mean, or at least sometimes it means that they didn't necessarily dig much deeper in their relationship, because she even says, spoiler alert, they say no, nobody gets married, nobody. Anyways, she says no because her reasoning is that Anton was not right, like the same person from the pods and outside, which to me was not true. He was the same person from what we could see, right? It's edited a certain way, but what we saw is that he did have the same habits. It's just he was not for you when you saw him physically. He was not for you when you started living with him, and that's okay. Like, nobody wants to get married to somebody that they don't really want right away. It's just for her to even bring her sister, one of her sisters, that was not okay with this experiment, and she came at the wedding anyway, just for her to say no. No, could not be me. Anyways, so it's just Ali was very dramatic at the end. Like, girl, you said no. You don't need to cry like that. Get these shoes off of me. Please, get it off of me. With her little her small voice. Anyways, that's that for Ali and Anton. My take on them is that they really did not seem very compatible in the sense of lifestyle. She apparently is very proud of the fact that she does not like to cook or clean, and he said he doesn't mind it, but he never really gave like the actual values that he sees in her. He just gave she's not like this, she doesn't do this, she doesn't do that. But what does she do then that you like? That's that for Ali and Anton. But then we go to KB and Edmund. And guys, these two have just been on a roller coaster. Like it goes, they fix things, which to me, they fix things. And then boom, they're back into a different argument that is completely like different from the other one, or the same, but really, really bad. Anyways, she even got to the point where she called him out of his name. She called him a B word. And I don't see a man marrying you after you call him a B word. Guys, no. Even a woman, like what? I'm not marrying you and you're calling me a B word. What? Anywho. But yeah, so then they are, again, family and friends literally are giving us the little tease. We're seeing that they're not going to say yes, or at least she's not going to say yes. He was there with his 5th grade teacher, and that was interesting. Like, he seemed like he left a good impact on his teachers in school. It's just, to me, they were not matching each other. She wanted like a man that could be, I don't know, fighting, or macho type of guy, like the stereotypes of an alpha male. I'm saying stereotype because it is a stereotype. An alpha man doesn't have to physically fight to be an alpha man. Anyways, and he was like, no, I'm just gonna talk. I'm not using my hands. I'm keeping my hands to myself. Thank you very much. No fighting. And she didn't like that. And I think she got to the point of like going to the altar just to say no. And it could show even in her attitude. She checked out. They were not even like
that
lovey-dovey, not even holding hands. Like, we did not see that. As much as I'm good for, I support the people that don't actually go full-blown intimate on these shows. I really support that, honestly, because you don't know this person. Please, get to the altar, say yes, then get intimate, honestly, in my opinion, especially in this 1.5 months dating, engagement, marriage type of show. But yeah, so it's good. You don't need to get full-blown intimate, but hold hands, like, I don't know, speak to each other dearly. There's no like, no, they had a lot of animosity, but that's just what we saw, right? Because sometimes also these producers portray these couples in a negative eye on purpose. But yeah, I have a few notes here. What am I missing? They did not truly love each other. Like, I don't know what it was. It wasn't lust, but it also wasn't really love. She, I think, saw him a little bit less than a man, than the man that he was, and he like kind of held on to her a little bit like a therapist type of relationship, which was very weird. There was a weird dynamic. And last but not least, the couple that didn't even get to the altar, or at least one of them that didn't get to the altar, Megan and Jordan. My opinion on their relationship is that they both didn't want to compromise on some things, especially Jordan though. And I'll get to Megan, but Jordan did not want to add another person in his life, basically. He kind of wanted to just stay, oh no, I live simple. He hides behind, I don't have money. But he's not broke. Like, he has a whole child that he's taking care of, who has diabetes, and he's not broke. He has, money that's most people, at least in America, live by, but he just hid behind it and made it a whole pity party, and he was not compromising, he was not budging on even just she wanted to be from time to time flying out of town and visiting different places together, but he acted like he doesn't want to travel with her at all. Even then at the end he does a whole, oh my gosh, boo, if I had money she would have chosen me. I'm like, no, she was not looking for somebody else with money. She already had the money. She calls herself Sparkle Megan, for crying out loud. Anyways, but Megan on the other side, I feel like she's got stuck too much on I'm going to become a stepmom to a kid that has diabetes. Even her friends mention it. I'm like, why are we mentioning, oh no, she's about to build a family? Yeah, it's a big part of her relationship. It's going to be a big part of their marriage. However, you have to love the person first. And then, obviously, by loving the man, you're gonna love their child right away as well. But en tout cas, for me, they were not good for each other just because they were not willing to compromise and meet each other in the middle and see, okay, what do we take and what do we leave. But yeah, so that's my take on the last episode of Love is Blind season 9. I cannot wait for the reunion. If you guys like this, I'm going to make the reunion video as well when it comes out next week, and I'll share with you guys. But let me know what you guys would want to see in this channel. I'm a first-time mom. My daughter just turned 1 this month, and it's just surreal. And I am married to an amazing, phenomenal husband, and we're just trying to build life together. We've been through, a lot in our 2-year marriage, but we're persevering, and we're trying to build. We're in a new city. We just moved here in Surrey, British Columbia, and yeah, so if you guys want to hear more, I know I have it on Snapchat, my people that have given me a few topics here and there on what they want, but let me know in the comments as well, and I'll make sure to make some videos enlightening you on those topics. So if you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and follow me on Instagram as well as on Snapchat. And yeah, we'll see you later. Bye.